Hello Year 7, welcome to Lesson 4. We are continuing with Task 3 today, researching the third Shibori technique. Now we need 4 Shibori patterns on our cushion altogether, so we've got one more to go after this. There's lots available on the internet. YouTube's got lots of instructional videos, which I suggest you go and look at. There's 5 that's listed here, and these will be put up onto class newsfeed for you to access. But of course you can go and select other ones as well. Just make sure they are Shibori. Now on your worksheet, as all the other worksheets, they're divided into 3 parts. Up top here we have our goal, and it tells you what we're doing today. So the goal is to research the Shibori methods you would like to include on your cushion. And there's a question as well: what is the name of your Shibori pattern, your third Shibori pattern? Make sure you click on that green box and type your answer in there. Now the main body of the worksheet has to do with you watching the video and then writing all of the answers in these boxes based upon what you're finding in the video. The equipment needed goes in the top right hand side, and you need to list 10 pieces of equipment. You may be lucky and have a video that shows you this page, in which case you would pause the video and list all of those items. Otherwise, just watch what's happening in the video and you'll notice the equipment they're using as they go along. Process steps, you need to list 5 main process steps. Now make sure you add enough detail. The more detail you add, the more marks you'll receive. So that involves watching, seeing what they do to fold it, seeing what they do to tie it up, seeing how they apply the ink, and what they do at the very end. Maybe they rinse it, maybe they wash it, maybe they have to put it in salt. Now prepared fabric shows the fabric before it's dyed, but it is all tied up. So it's going to look different for each Shibori pattern. That's what makes Shibori patterns different, is the way it's tied up. So these will be very different. Finished fabric is the fabric that, well, once it's finished, once it's all been dyed and then it's been untied and what's revealed. So that's where you add that picture there. And there's lots and lots to choose from, and there's lots of results. Now you might be saying to yourself, how do I get these pictures? Well, you can, when you're watching the video, you can use the clipping tool. Now to use a clipping tool, you need to keep your video small, just like we have here. Okay, don't use full screen, because you need to access this little window down the bottom here, which is a search window. Now type in snipping, and before you even finish typing snipping, it's going to appear. So click on the snipping tool and the snipping box will turn up. In that snipping box there is a new button. You click on the new button and your images on your screen will fade, but that's because your snipping tool is now active. And if you click and drag the area you want to create a picture from, and then when you release, there we go, that's your image that you have snipped. Now you want to save that, so you right click on your mouse and a drop box will drop, and there's a copy button which you need to push. And when you go back to your worksheet, double click on that insert word and then use the Control V button, which will enable you to insert that image. Control V is the paste function. Now do that with your other image and then type your information in the other boxes. Okay. Now there's a third part to the worksheet, and it's the goal review. We review something about what we've done today, and today's goal review is how do you prepare your workspace for Shibori. Now click on that green box and then type your answer in there, and then you're finished. Now if we look at the rubric, it's a possible 5 marks for this worksheet. So to get that 5 marks, you need to complete a thorough research page listing 10 items of equipment and 5 production steps. And you need an image of the prepared fabric and an image of the finished Shibori design. Make sure you put a lot of detail into the steps. It's really important. That's where a lot of the marks come from. Okay, so images need to be of high resolution and not pixelated. So make sure you use that snipping tool. That's a good way of doing it. Okay, well, there we go. You can complete your Shibori page 4.